I went out last night, hence the slightly puffy face and the deeper voice. Very, very rarely go out. In fact, we just don't ever go out. And on our way home, we got a taxi, and our taxi driver was from Iraq. He's lived here for 24 years, and he has three children. He rents a house, and he works two jobs. His wife works two jobs, and his second job is being a taxi driver. And he was very eloquently explaining to me what he thought about Rachel Reeves adding VAT onto taxis. And this comes much deeper than it's a night out. This goes way deeper than there's going to be 20% on your taxi from a way home. And the reason this goes deeper is because taxis are not just the fun bus. Taxis are for so many people a lifeline. So for the elderly who need hospital appointments, for the disabled who need to go about their daily lives, for children who live in remote areas and need to get to schools, for people that don't want to drink and drive, for people that don't own a car, for people that need to use a taxi to get to business meetings, for people that need to use a taxi because they don't have any other form of transport. You know, all of these things for cities and towns that want to reduce cars coming into the cities and towns. So we'll use taxis, and so there will be areas where you can get a taxi but you can't drive yourself, you know, all of that kind of stuff. Yet here we are, we're going to put 20% on it. Now what's that going to do? You ask your local black cabbie, you get in a black cab today and you ask them what they think this is going to do. I tell you what it will do, it will decimate the country. Because whilst Rachel Reeves is seeing it as just another way to tax people, what it actually is removing a lifeline for people, removing an industry, removing one of our much loved heritages, which is the knowledge. I mean, the London cab, they're expensive at the best of times. You now want to add 20% on it? People just don't have the money. It is not difficult. She is scrabbling around trying to see which business she can rape of its money and put into her treasury so that she can spaff it on the interest of the loans that she's taken without your or mine permission. Absolutely not. They said spending would be 9.2 billion. It's 100 billion. And we didn't vote for that. Nobody voted for that. I tell you why I know nobody voted for that, because they didn't tell us that's what it would be. There's a massive difference. They have lied every step of the way, and to get themselves out of their lies, you know, like when kids get themselves out of lies, so they tell another one, and then they tell another one, and then they tell another one, and then they can't remember what they lied about in the first place. But because you're an adult, you sit down and say to them, right, look, let's just stop now. It's okay. We're going to rewind and we're going to put it right. But the moral of this story is we're not going to lie, because they will always come back to haunt you. Well, it's coming back to haunt Labour and us because we're paying for it. And every single individual in this country who is left is paying for it. So taxes are next. Now, the farmers, they went nuts. The independent sector, they went nuts. Let's see what the cabbies do. God help you, Rachel Reeves, and particularly God help you, Rachel Reeves, when you get in a taxi. When you next need a taxi, or when any of your family members next need a taxi, let's see what the taxi driver has to say, if maybe they even stop to pick you up. You are killing their industry. You are killing people's freedoms. You are taking away the choice for a pensioner to be able to go to the market, or to get to a hospital meeting appointment. You are taking away from disabled people freedom. You are taking away from children the opportunity to get to school. You are enforcing a way of life that suits Rachel Reeves and no others. Where's your bus infrastructure? Where's your train infrastructure? Oh no, they're on strike, aren't they? Yeah. So the tube, that's gone really well, hasn't it? So the tube drivers are striking, costing the British economy millions and billions of pounds, yet we are going to tax those that pick up the shit from the tube strikes. Yep, we're going to put 20% on them. I'd love to see what a cab driver has to say to Rachel Reeves when she's sat in the back. She won't be allowed to turn the microphone off or the speakers off. She will have to listen. And I hope they do tell her. She won't, of course. She won't listen. She'll carry on doing it regardless because she's got herself into such a deep hole. There is no way out. The only way out is resign and a vote of no confidence for this incompetent government. Keir Starmer tweeted it himself in 2022. He said Boris had to go. It was intolerable living with him. This has gone past intolerable. This country is broken. The people in it are broken. Our finances are broken and people are scared. They are worried about their futures. Businesses are moving overseas. Schools are moving overseas. When it gets to the bit where our educators don't even want to educate in this country, we are absolutely screwed.